Phil Hall, Christopher Cologne are the defensive tackles. Clint Hendershot, David Ware, and Siobhan Prasad are the linebackers. As to give up the middle, Warrington will pick up a couple. Tackle made by Nevels. Tristan Hatley, Mark Martin, Davidson Joseph are the corners. Daniel Valentine, Monte White, and Kane Vasquez are the safeties. Here's the give to Swearingen. He's stopped.
Going to be crucial for them to get Swearingen off the schneid. He needs to be productive, and that sets up the rest of their offense, Connor.
Indeed, he had only 65 yards on 18 carries last week. Johnson only threw for 80 yards on 13 completions last week either. So
difficult day for the offense.
3rd and 10. Johnson again to throw from the gun. Fires down the field. Caught. First down to Jay Taylor.
Nicely done. They've had 2 approximately 16-yard plays, especially on that 3rd and 15. No worries when they had a 16-yard play in their back pocket, and they uncork a similar type play here. It's a little deflating for the defense to get them in long down and distance situations, and they convert anyway.
Here is the give up to Sandon.
Oh, my gosh. Denver. I can't believe
Tackle made for a loss of 1 on the play by Clint Hendershot. And Hendershot is number 2 in the league in tackles, coming in with 79. On the year, he collects another one. It'll be 2nd and 11 from the 50. I formation, Johnson. Under center with 3 wide receivers. 6-up drop, swing out to Keith. He gets a block in front. And Swearingen with some nice moves out to the 33.
They can't get him going up the middle with a handoff. That little throw to the flat there, and it was well blocked, as you pointed out live there, Colin, right there. That springs him.
Dusty Wilson is the left guard on the offensive line for Charleston. He'll be a key player here. It's 1st and 10 from 33. Here's a look at Swearingen. He gets his 4th carry here, and he picks up 1. Another tackle made by Hendershot at the 32.
Hey, we talked about how great the crawler is, if you will, this year with a league upgrade there, and sharp-eyed folks will notice that it appears we're honing in on a decision for the convention. One of our favorite topics, and there's a first down.
Ken Vaccaro over the middle, gets it to the 17-yard line. Good enough for a first down there on the little slant cut by the team's leading wide receiver.
Don't look now, but the Predators are putting together a nice little drive here, Colin. On the first possession, as we tick under 7 minutes to go here in the first quarter.
Charleston's lost 2 games in a row. Carolina's lost 4. It's a throw in the end zone. Vaccaro, touchdown Charleston. He now has a touchdown reception lead as he gets number 5 on the year.
Wow. Just a really nice pattern and a really nice throw. Take another look at it. As he's making the outcut.
For Johnson, only his 3rd game back or so. He was signed in week 7.
More of a post, really.
He picks up his 6th passing touchdown, and after going a whole game without scoring so much as a point, they get on the board first with 6:32 against their rivals to the north. As the extra point is up and good by Kevin Britch.
Hey, if you're new to the SFL, the Simulation Football League combines traditional sports, esports, and a role-playing game into one. Team strategies are being executed in real time by our simulations as real life players compete on the virtual gridiron. For more information about the SFL, visit our website at www.simulationfl.net. The SFL, we put the fan in fantasy, Colin.
Richard's kick off to Sam Avalis, who's had a couple kickoff returns, only gets out to the 20 here, and we'll get our first look at Matt South, the quarterback for the Predators. 17 touchdowns, 19 interceptions on the year, had 2 touchdown passes, but threw 4 picks on 36 of 50 passing.
Wow.
Logan Jack had only 48 rushing yards, but he did have 15 grabs for 61 yards, so he's a contributor in the passing game that way.
And with this change in possession, the Rick Meter staff's going to have to start paying attention.
So Tori Hanzo takes the handoff, and the rookie fullback
interrupting their consumption of Mountain Dew and Pop-Tarts to actually do their job.
picks up 4 yards on his first carry of the year. Hanzo is the fullback, along with Jack the halfback. Sam Avalis, Heath McDaniel Jr., Harish Prasad are the wide receivers. Tony Zoma and Vince DeSantis are the tight ends. Will give you the Charleston defense after this play, which sees Jack stopped in the backfield. For a loss on the play by big number 69, John Lawley. Chris Joseph is the defensive end. Opposite Lawley, Joseph Saboka and the rookie Robert Cherry are the defensive tackles. Jack Hoffman, Eric Hammer, and Jack Brown are the linebackers. South is back to throw, steps up, fires down the field, tipped in the air and intercepted. Oh my goodness, what a play.
Oh my.
John Stamengo, the strong safety, grabs it out of the air after, I think, he was the one who deflected it. He grabbed it away from Corey Miner.
Was that a heads-up play? Did he use his helmet to deflect that? He may have.
First and 10 at the 47.
Oh, he used his left forearm, just trying to get it up into the throwing lane to some success.
Here's Johnson, gives off to Swearingen. Swearingen will only pick up 2. As that tackle is made by number 52 for the Scott Hawks.
Yes.
Four wide receivers. Johnson. 3 to the top, 1 all by himself will go to Swearingen again, and he'll only pick up 2. As you see the comparison there, Vaccaro with the touchdown reception. That counts for 2 grabs, 31 yards so far.
You know, Carolina's giving 3.5 in this game. But they've only run, 2 offensive plays? 3?
Here is Johnson, throws, interception!
Now they're going to run some more.
Johnson throws an interception right to Shervan Prasad, brother of Harish. Steps in the throwing lane, and that pass intended for Simons instead ends up in a red jersey.
The old linebacker sinking into coverage produces dividends for Prasad.
Split backs, 2 wide receivers. Harish Prasad in the slot. As Matt South is to throw, throws, that's I knew it. This time Josh Reese.
Just about came
Almost
unglued there.
grabbed it out of the air. And Josh Reese along with Sam Blotner are the free safeties. Corey Miner, Johnny Bravo, and Jacob Clear are the corners. That completes the starting defensive lineup for Charleston. We got an offset I formation with Logan Jack in the backfield. That's Torianzo in front of him. Here's to get to Jack. Ball is blocked. Breaks the tackle. He's over the 50 to the 40 and gets knocked out of bounds at the Charleston 40 by Eric Hammer.
That's a nice run. Haven't seen much running so far in the game. That's the prettiest one we got right now.
Nice blocking on the edge. Brings a path for the Wolverine. Last 5 meetings have been decided by 9 points or less between these two teams. And it's mostly been the road team that's been the victor. The home team has only won the past 2 consecutive matchups. As South fires, ooh, it's knocked away. Hoffman, and that pass was intended for Tony Zoma. No, that's Eric Hammer. Knocked that away.
The hammer. It was almost hammer time. Ooh. Well defended there by Carolina. Sorry, Charleston.
These big linebackers. Hammer 6'2", Hoffman 6'3", Jack Brown is 6'5", so you don't have to jump very far in a lot of cases to go and swat things.
Well, you can't coach height, can you?
No, you cannot.
It'd be a tall order to do that.
Here's South, quick drop. Swings it out to Hanzo, spins behind his back to make the catch and picks up 5.
Grinds out a little something there. It was, for a pass that was thrown behind him and fairly well defended.
First completion of the day for South. He was 0 for 4 for the start, including the pick he threw to John Stamango. Just 3rd and 5 for Carolina. South, 7 steps up in as he throws, and it's basically will fall harmlessly to the turf. Joseph Saboka knocked it down.
Almost looking like a fumble there.
And the rookie punter, Desmond Doss. Whoa. But this from the Charleston 36, looking to get a little coffin corner action.
Desmond, that's fun to say.
Carolina, 50% on 3rd down conversion coming in, 20 offensive turnovers.
Is he going to get it? Where's it going? Oh, not bad.
It gets it out of bounds, just inside the 20. They'll mark it out where his jersey number is at the 15.
There might be some kind of rule.
Well, for Charleston, offensively, they're 20th in passing yards again, 242. 13th in rush yards with 89. Here to give off to Swearingen, and it's Keith's best run of the day, and he picks up 9 yards to the 24.
Oh, just like that. 2nd and 1. Oh. Charleston's defense came up big last time. They'd like to get themselves off the field in good order here again.
With 3 people in the backfield. Swearingen gets the ball, gets some nice blocks, including from Sutherland, the fullback, and will pick up yardage down to the 31.
I'm sorry, I meant to say Carolinas.
Of course, Dusty Rourke. She's one of a handful of rookies on this Charleston team. The only rookie on the offensive side, picked in the 3rd round. Number 55 overall is Johnson. Fires down the middle of the field, caught for the first down.
Wow.
Taylor. And Jay Taylor has been quite a busy guy as he hauls in yet another one, but Hendershot lays him out big time.
I knew he was going to get clobbered, but that was fairly easy for him to find that seam. And Carolina's going to have to tighten that up a little bit. Be nice for them if they get a little more pressure.
Here's to give to Swearingen, and he squeezes out a yard.
Yeah,
Phil Hall immediately there to tackle him.
Yeah, they're stout on the run game there in between the tackles.
Now they have two receivers to the same side. Vaccaro is in the slot. Simons to the very top of your picture. Lyric Da Vinci's the tight end. Johnson gets a free play, throws it to Simons, picks up 10 yards plus. They'll most likely decline the penalty.
Certainly will. That produces a first down and a good chunk of yardage.
Neutral zone infraction, number 93.
Looks like Christopher Colon trying to get a bit of a head start at the quarterback. Jumped just a little too much.
Yeah, trying to make something happen. And I can't blame him. Noted earlier that the Skyhawk D really needs to make a play and just keep getting nickel and dimed picked apart here and there by Charleston, Colin.
Here's Johnson. And as he throws, it's incomplete.
There you
Phil Hall coming through and delivering a big shot. Well, this Carolina team only at 12 total takeaways in the year, minus turnover differential of -8. It's played a big part in their losing streak. They've been turning the ball over to the other team more than they've been holding on to it.
Yeah, giving the other team 3 possessions. Tough to overcome.
Swearingen is tackled in the backfield for a loss of 1 yard on the play. That's it, so a 3rd and 11. Nice tackle out there on the edge. 3rd and 11 from the 40. Predators convert just over 50%. They're sitting at 51. Here is Johnson back to throw. Fires wide open as Simons has it for the first down to the 19 as we tick under 45 and counting in this quarter.
Very interesting first quarter here, Collins.
No, that's TJ Ratzman, 4th wide receiver on the depth chart, catching that pass. As the tackle's made by Wyatt.
As Kentez just he's filleting the secondary here. An early thing of beauty if you're a Charleston fan.
Here is the throw over the middle. Da Vinci with the catches first. Gets up at the 12 after a pickup of 8. That'll most likely be the last play of the quarter.
Right.
You're watching the Simulation Football League presented by APM Music. Charleston is front 7-0 after 1 quarter of play. Start the second quarter. Charleston in front 7-0. 2nd and 2 situation here from the Skyhawk 12. Here's to get the Swearingen. It's the first down and more. It'll down to the 3 where it'll be 1st and goal. Tackle made by Endershot as well as number 22 Tristan Atley.
Swearingen gets him down on the doorstep with a little run around the right side. Well blocked and nearly takes it to the house.
1st and goal from the 3. I formation staring at a 5-man line. Here's to give to Swearingen. Tries to go wide, but Endershot records the TFL, and he gets a little shimmy to boot.
Well defended by the Skyhawks, as I think Swearingen may have wanted to go more off tackle or maybe in the A-gap, and nothing was there. Starts searching around the right side and can't find a thing.
Here's to get to Swearingen again, and this time he rumbles into the end zone by running over Kane Vasquez for the score.
Oh my, and we've got a 2-touchdown lead here to start early in the second quarter, Colin.
It just takes the handoff up the middle, gets a block from Sutherland, and then just runs over Kane Vasquez like he's not even there.
And Carolina's got a little bit of a hill to climb now, Colin. Like Rick Meter is take notice of that. Rick Meter really wants to see a couple more possessions by Carolina, just to get a better evaluation of how this game's going to go. But it's not like Carolina's made a lot of mistakes. I think Charleston, Colin, at this point is really kind of taken the lead, if you know what I mean, right?
Yeah, they've taken charge, and with 10 up 2, they're up 14 to nothing.
Yeah, gosh forbid if Carolina makes a mistake that Charleston can take advantage of. So far they've played pretty well. It's just I think Charleston's looking like the better team here at the end of one quarter.
Here is the return by Avalos up to the 23. Take a look at that drive summary. That was a 12-play, 84-yard drive. It resulted in a 4-yard rushing touchdown. Carolina's longest drive in terms of plays and yards has been 6 and 20, respectively. 20 yards in 6 plays. Got to give their defense a bit of a rest here. Let's see what they do. Throw out of the flat, looking for the lineman who dropped the ball.
Oh.
Wagoner had the ball. He was open, and the big guy just couldn't hang on to it.
Oh, man. What's interesting about that drive, that last drive for Charleston, Colin, they averaged 7 yards per play. I mean, that's a really good per play average. It's not going to hold up for the whole game, but you do that, you're going to put some points on the board.
Indeed. Power out formation. Here's to get to Jack. Jack is strung out and he'll lose 5 yards. TFL recorded by John Lawley. 3rd and 15, and the Skyhawks continue to go backwards.
Yeah, not the overall game plan design, I'm sure.
Bunch formation, 3 to the top, 1 to the bottom. South in the gun. Matt South fires down the field. Oh, tipped away by Reese. Intended for Heath McDaniel Jr., and it'll be another punt for Dawes. Dawes standing at about his own, we're going to call it 2. Charleston should get really good field position from this punt. It's up in the air. Hang time just over 4 seconds. Charleston will get it at their own fort. 9:16 to go in the first half. They have control.
Yes, they do, and they've got decent field position here now for this first down.
Here's to get to Swearingen, has to hurdle over a down defender and picks up 5 yards for his troubles.
Hey, if they can give it to Swearingen and get 5 or more yards on average, that's a really positive sign for Charleston.
2nd and 5. Again, they come out in the I formation. Standard 4-3 defense from Skyhawks. She'll blitz off the one side. Charleston runs the opposite way. Picks up 2 more yards to Swearingen.
That was a right defensive call there for Carolina, Colin. And they hold them to just a 2-yard gain, bringing up 3rd down. Now, we've got to expect that Carolina's going to get off the schneid and put some points on the board. And that's what I was talking about, Swearingen. They can get him going and keep him going. That's going to help them defend the eventual oncoming rush from
He tries
Carolina.
to pick up the 3rd down, but he won't give it to him. He got needed 3, but he got 2.5. Let's say. And he can't believe it. They're going to send a punter out rather than risk a challenge.
That's right. You know what I'm going to send out? I'm going to send out a shout out to Ashley Jackson in the chat. Everybody's our favorite. She's one of our more favorites. How about that? Should we put it that way, Colin? Is that fair?
That's fair. As the punt is away, Avalos will field it. Has some room up to the 30. Spins across and ooh, he almost broke that one as Dusty Rourke had to track the returner down, or otherwise Avalos still might be running.
That was a sturdy little return. I'm impressed.
Watch this here. He fields the ball, just fields the alley, and ooh.
Sharp-eyed viewers and fans of this commentator will note that he had a spin move in there. Right, I'll laugh at my own jokes.
There's South under center. He's back to throw.
Nice.
Fires down the field. Has Harish Prasad wide open. His first catch of the day, and what a time for it as he gets out to the Predator 35.
Let's see if we get another look at that, and it looks like we will. Runs a nice route, and I think the DB, a little blown coverage there.
Jacob Clear just lets him go.
Yeah.
And John Domingo has to clean up the mess like a stock boy in a grocery store.
I think Domingo was thinking, hey, wait, buddy. You're supposed to run down the field with this guy.
Only second completion of the game for South. He's now at the 33 yards, but he's just 2 of 8. Back for attempt number 9. Completes it to Tony Solo for the first down to the 23.
Also a big fan of the pump fake, and we'll get one of those here. They're not going to show it again. So we need to see the scoreboard for some reason.
Well, you gotta love this stadium's aesthetic with the fighter jets. You know, Carolina being the first in flight. You know, the White brothers and Katie Hawk. You just love the aesthetic.
Yeah, absolutely.
South out of the empty gun, fires down the field. Grabs out the air. Oh, Sam Faulkner grabbed it, and oh boy, just when you thought the drive was promising.
Oh, it was.
South throws another interception.
Oh, no. It's just kind of into traffic, and there's a deflection or two. I'd say the only fault South was at picking that receiver. The outcome there then just became sort of a little bit of a game of chance.
As John Redden would say, he had a collision in there, boom, boom. And he get offside. Swearingen breaks the tackle.
Wow.
Picks up about 7, so they're likely going to decline the penalty.
We'll see that a little bit from Swearingen and some others in the league, but as he gets through the line, he starts like with a lineman swim move with the ball, Colin. I don't think we're going to see it again, but keep an eye out for that.
Ryan Ray, defensive end, number 52, called holding offside. It's already recorded a tackle on this game. Unfortunately, our 62 caught him trying to cheat.
Trying to cheat. You got to follow the rules. Oh, there's a
give. And Phil Hall wraps him up in the backfield for a loss of 1.
That was a great individual effort there. Is he nice through the line and gets him in the backfield for, as you say, Colin, a TFL.
We have Johnson. We'll give off to Swearingen again. That blocker picks up a first down, broken tackle.
Who was that they let run through the line? Or seemingly so. I know they didn't intend to. And Swearingen gets out ahead of him, and he gets there too late right there, 92.
It's Phil Hall. He was unblocked but unable to make the play.
Just going to let you run in. We're going to be gone by the time you get here.
57 yards and 17 carries for Keith. Most likely going to get it here, and why not?
Hey, Yogi Bar, 60. Nice to see you in the chat.
It picks up 1 yard.
It's funny because Yogi's our guy, too.
I made sure he wasn't stealing anybody else's picnic of baskets, you know. I formation. Johnson to throw. Oh, it was an outcut. Wide open is Vaccaro, and he has the first down. Ken Vaccaro, his third grab for 43 yards, and of course he has the 1 touchdown.
Look, they're only going to rush 3 here, Colin. A little prevent.
A dime 3-2 look against a 5-wide set, and it almost pays off for Carolina handsomely. Dane Vasquez knocked it away.
It almost worked. Hey, have you checked out our video content produced by our community lately? Catch the Sim Pod every week, SFL Crunch Time, and Road to Glory every Wednesday night. SFL Nights with AJ Stryker premieres Thursday nights. Say it with your chest airs Fridays, and NETMA, N-E-T-M-A, can be seen all week long at 7 p.m. in the East. Every week, the live show schedule can be accessed through our Discord server at the top of the channel listing. Just looking for the events tab.
Swearingen picks up a couple more yards. Tackle made by number 41, David Ware. 3rd and 8. Empty gun again. They converted a couple 3rd and longs very early in this game from this exact same formation.
Right, yeah. 3rd and long. Carolina can go for it.
And they go deep. Wide open.
They get burned.
Makes the catch. And here it goes all the way down to the inside the 5.
They put extra DBs, extra people in the backfield, and they end up with a receiver behind them, Colin. Buchanan Simmons. Watch this. Just a little post, and he's open. And he Gandhi.
Oh, man. Down to the 5, it'll be 1st and goal. Here's against Swearingen out the middle, and he scores. They say break the plane before he was smashed down. It's now 20-0.
Rudely thrown to the ground, but not before they have to record 6 more points for Charleston Predators, Colin. What is going on?
So they take advantage of the interception by Sam Blockner and drive down the field and cashing in for 6 points.
Be interested to see how long the drive was, how many plays this took, Colin. We'll get a summary here after they finish up the attempted scoring.
Extra point. 2:59 is up and good. 2:59 to go in the first half. 20-0 now. Charleston in front.
Well, with some reluctance, because the Rick Meter staff doesn't think Carolina's really had a chance to get into a rhythm, but the Rick Meter's coming out with a lean Charleston here with just under 1 tick under 3 minutes to go in the second quarter. Hey, who we got on our stats for us today, Colin, by the way?
We have Declan O'Rourke and King Rashid. Guys keeping track of the vacuum figures, making us sound smart. Well, mostly my colleague to my right.
I need all the help I can get. So why don't we hear a drive summary at some point, Mr. Talent?
We have a 9-play, 83-yard drive, and that was a 5-yard rushing touchdown by Keith Swearingen.
Right. Recall that the Skyhawks were moving in for a score, and that interception happened inside the 5-yard line, was advanced out slightly to start that 84-yard drive.
Throw, and real dangerous again, looking for Prasad, and it's just been one of those days if you're Carolina. See Guy Clausen in the chat, always enthusiastic with the emojis and The exclamation points. Receiver lined up to the wing. That's McDaniel Jr. South fires out. Second catch of the game for Zoma. He gets out to the 30. It'll be 3rd and 5. One more play before the 2-minute warning. It's out. 7-step drop. As all day. Fires down the field. Wide open man. No, it's caught by Tony Zoma in double coverage. But the big tight end is able to make the grab. Past the 50 and into Charleston territory.
Wow. There we go.
2-minute warning. Charleston in front by 3 touchdowns, but Carolina trying to make things interesting. You're watching the Simulation Football League on Twitch, presented by APN. Colin Northrup, he's Rick Northrup.
Yo, good afternoon. That's a bonus for you.
Declan O'Rourke and King Rashid, statisticians.
Extraordinaire. Today the Skyhawks welcome in the Predators from Charleston.
Adori Hanzo, his second carry of the game, picks up 4.
If you're coming from Charleston to watch the game, it's very entertaining for you.
But if you're rooting for the men in red, well, you've been feeling red because it's,
you're a little red-faced, right?
here's to get to Hanzo again, and they'll lose a yard. And set up 3rd and 7. Jack Brown among the defenders to bring him down. Robert Cherry.
And the wagering public expects Carolina to win by at least 3.5, and well, the over-under at 59.5. They also expect a high-scoring game. So far, Charleston's the only one that's been complying with the over-under.
And wide open. Oh, it's intercepted. John Stamengo. The pass intended for Sam Evelis, who was wide open, and then Stamengo was like, second, I have the ball.
Wow, second one for Stamengo, if I'm not wrong.
Yeah, his second of the day. He just baited South. Evelis appeared open for days down the field. And South has thrown his 3rd interception of the ball game.
Fair to say it was underthrown? Maybe. Help a guy out here.
Yeah, we'll go with the under. 5 wide with 59 seconds left.
Ooh.
Going down the field.
And they're going hurry up. They're searching for some more points if they can get them, Colin.
First and 10 at the 49. Throw down the field. Beccaro again. Catches the pass. Good for about 11.
A little bit of a wobbler, but hauls it in. And here we go. 44 seconds left, all 3 timeouts. And no stranger to the hurry up.
Clock stopped at 44. Johnson. Simons.
That's
down to the 23.
That's going to put him into field goal range. They got a field goal attempt in their back pocket. Playing with house money here with 29 seconds to go.
Throw down the middle of the Simons, just a little too far in front, incomplete. Clock's up 27 seconds. All 3 timeouts still in their back pocket. Bench trying to hold them at least to a field goal. If not, getting a turnover of their own. Johnson down the middle to Da Vinci, and they will call timeout. That's their second one used. They have one remaining.
You got to be careful now. You want to keep that timeout for field goal unit if you need it. So probably nothing but passing plays.
I expect something to the sidelines, or at least a short enough route where the guy catches an inbounds, he can get out. Throw it down the middle to Da Vinci, down to the 2.
Oh, my goodness. They're going to let the clock roll. Here they go.
Johnson gets them all set. Gentes to the end zone.
Oh,
knocked
nice
away.
D. Nice D. Well
Javon
defended.
Prasad gets his big mitt up there and swats it down. Clock stopped at 8 seconds left.
You know, Johnson needed to, well, I understand the adrenaline. He just needed to kind of put some touch under that, rainbow that thing over the defender. And he had 6, but they'll get at least one more crack at the end zone here. Oh, no, they're going to kick. Sorry, my mistake.
Nothing more than the length of an extra point. I think they wanted to ensure this drive had some kind of points.
8 seconds and still have a timeout. I probably would have run one more play.
19-yard field goal is up and good. And the score is now 24-0. Charleston in front.
A very surprising first half, ladies and gentlemen.
And Kentes Johnson, after 13 completions for 80 yards all game last week, has completed 18 of 24 for 248, 1 touchdown, 1 interception.
That's not a bad stat line for the entire game, Colin.
Return by Avalos. So run out the clock as it gets tackled at the 27, and the Skyhawks are forced to pick up the pieces and try to regroup. Down 24.
Pick up the pieces. We've reached halftime here.
And the numbers, if you look at them,
Yes.
bear out total domination
Total domination.
by Charleston. Carolina only 90 yards of total offense. Charleston 308.
The accepted announcer way to say that is Charleston's been in control whole game. In charge. Charlestown in charge. Charleston charge. King Charles. Nobody knows colonial history. Whatever.
I'm sure somebody does.
Somebody does, yeah.
Matt South
Where's D-Day?
trying to pick up the pieces. The 3 first half interceptions, including a cut. This last one on a drive that looks so promising. This
There we go.
starts off here with a throw to Heath McDaniel Jr.
Okay, Carolina, let's go. Show me what you got.
Here's South. Just a little 3-step, going a little outcut, and there goes Heath. He just goes ahead, heads the tackle.
You know, a lot of times when you're in this spot, it's the Huey Lewis offense, Colin, is what you need to focus on.
What do you mean?
I mean, you got to start taking what they're given. Because
You're looking for a living.
that's right. Huey Lewis, the oracle, the prophet himself.
Here's Jack out of the backfield. Hauls that one in. Had 61 grabs, coming in third most in the league. Most by a running back so far. That's the first reception of the game for Logan.
Put some stress on the quarterback because you need to, you get the play call, but you need to understand what the defense is trying to do and then find the hole in that wrinkle and
Dumps it off again to Jack. It's a 3rd and 3 situation.
which might sound basic, but that's not really the normal way you want to play on your offense because you want to do things that set up other things, and you've got a longer range scheme or game plan, but you just need to execute one play at a time.
Throw out to John DeSantis.
For the first down, you want to execute to get away with whatever you can get away with. You're down by 4 scores.
No, that's Vince DeSantis grabs that, and South is now up to 93 yards on 8 of 17 passing, but of course those 3 interceptions, a big reason why his team is down right now.
Right. Well, they do have first down. Want to stay positive.
Here's the throw out to Jack. Jack breaks the
Hey,
tackle.
there
There
we go.
goes Logan. Jack shoots, and the Wolverine picks up a first down to the 39.
Why do they call him the Wolverine? Why'd you call him the Wolverine?
Well, that's his nickname.
That's his nickname. Thank you very much.
Look
at this.
Breaks the tackle.
Yeah.
And then whoop.
Whoops.
And then he gets his clock cleaned at the end. But he
Yeah.
got the first down.
That little juke move got an extra 3.5, 4 yards. That was impressive.
Ball is on the 39 of Charleston. Lining up from the gun is South. South fires. Ooh, knocked down by
Yikes.
Jacob Clear.
And a dangerous carom there off his arm.
I think he was looking for Heath McDaniel Jr., but it looked more like he was going for Prasad. Unclear of who the intended receiver was. Either way, it's second down and 10.
Second and 10 from their 38-yard line.
But with the ball comes Jacob Wood. Under center and stuff. Single back offset is Jack. Here's the get to Jack. Only his third carry. And Logan will
Number 26. with
get
the carry.
4 yards down to the 35.
Number 28 with the tackle.
Brings up 3rd and long, probably outside their field goal range at this point. And as Warhammer 62 says, they need to score bad. They need to score bad.
Bunch receiver. Under center. Offset single back to the right. South. Fires. Ooh. Knocked away.
Okay, getting a little off my script anyway. They had some other options that would have produced the first down, but instead they're throwing down the field. A little bit of a home run ball. Unfortunately, probably the wrong down and distance to do that. Brings up 4th and 6. They are going to try a field goal here. It's going to be a 52-yarder, we'll call it.
Whistle Jones. He's got a big leg. He's 10 of 11 on field goals.
There
And
you
this
go.
kick is off. Does it add the leg? Yes, from 51.
There we go.
And now it's 24-3. As the Nighthawks get on the board.
Claw back 3 points, get themselves back to a 3-score game. That's actually important. As the second half goes, you need to start counting possessions, potential possessions. Still needing 3 scores and 3 stops. Do the Skyhawks.
That was the 9-play, 41-yard drive. Most of it through the air. South was 5 of 7 that particular drive. Taylor returns it up to the 26. Simon's the leading receiver in terms of yards with 87. Carl, the leading target in terms of receptions with 5. Been pretty evenly spread. Only Dusty Rourke has yet to be even targeted. He's the second tight end lined up in the backfield here. Swearingen gets the ball, spins off of a defender, and picks up 3 yards when that easily could have been a play of no gain or perhaps loss.
Exactly. A lot of extra effort there. Still gets a couple. 3. Hey, visit the SFL website at simulationfl.net for links to apparel from Sector 6 and SFL mini helmets from 97 Sports Promotions, plus articles from our content team, including power rankings, what we learned, the read option, and talent factories feature series. See all the league records, team stats, player leaderboards, the rankings, the next class of SFL talent, and so much more. Simulationfl.net, your home for everything SFL.
Simons makes the catch over the middle. And you see the total yards really tell the story here. No sacks allowed for either team, but Charleston 6.3 yards per play, Carolina only 4.2. Forced 3 turnovers, all interceptions by Matt South, not really helping matters much. Christopher Colon records a tackle on that pickup of 2. Skyhawks, of course, have 1 interception off of Johnson. Because he's been so efficient otherwise, his quarterback rating, you see there, 106.7.
Nice. Strong. That's strong.
Here's Johnson. Plugs it over the middle to Taylor. And Jay Taylor holds in only his 3rd grab of the game. That's good enough for first down to 39.
And you can see why Johnson's got a good quarterback rating today. Throws like this, just a little bit of a window, sure-handed catch.
One-time All-Star at the previous 5 years in the league with the Houston Hyenas before being called basically off the streets to replace T.D. Drew.
And there's the play.
Keith Swearingen tackled in the backfield by Shervon Prasad for a loss of 2, back to the 41.
It's the Skyhawks fans we're looking for.
Let's go. 2nd and 12 from 40 yards.
Even with that, Carolina needs to get these Predators off the field.
2nd and 12. Here's the throw out to Swearingen, and he's unable to gain anything. Excellent form tackle out there, 3rd and 12.
Charleston trying to lean on one of their horses right now, Colin Swearingen. Any which way they can. Carolina's ready for it.
He's off the field on this 3rd down as they go 5 wide. They've had good luck on this formation, particularly 3rd down plus. And they get another great play here. Down to the 14.
You called it, Tony Romo. Good eye. Good eye.
Johnson again, just playing easy pitch and catch right in front of the receiver there. The defender had his back turned.
Carolina secondary, I don't want to say they're confused, but I think Charleston's just running some really good routes and finding those seams in the D.
With that catch, Simons is now at the under 30-yard mark for the day as Johnson goes down for the sack. 2nd of the day, and this time it's number 75, David Gibbs, the other defensive end.
Get another look at it. He goes right around the block.
To bring him down, that is sack number 2.
Who was that he was working on from the offensive line? Did you notice?
I didn't quite see.
That sack was made off the first or second step off the line. He needed to push him farther outside, make him run longer, giving him his quarterback more time.
Simons picks up 10 down to the 9 and sets up 3rd and 5.
It looks like Carolina's going to at least give up a field goal, which they don't want to since they had just gotten one themselves. But they can't afford to give up a touchdown here, Colin.
You're right, they cannot.
Cannot.
3rd and 5.
Is anybody hearing me? They cannot do that.
Bunch formation. Everybody up close to the line of scrimmage for Carolina. Johnson to the end zone, intercepted.
Nice.
Kane Vasquez came flying out of nowhere and grabs the ball.
If you watch, Carolina had, look at this, like 4 defenders right around that side to the center of the field. And Johnson threw the ball in there and paid the price.
Vasquez was tackled at the 2, however.
The good news is you got the ball. The bad news is it's on the 2.
Let's see what Carolina does here. South gives off to Anzo, trying to make some room. And I believe he just got back to the line of scrimmage, if that.
I think you're right. They're saying 2nd and 10. That's a case of everybody knows what everybody's going to do on this play. Just see who can do it better.
2nd and 10 from
Defense wins on that one.
Hanzo actually has more rushing attempts with 4 than Jack, who has 3. And they're going to throw. Oh, it's a safety. It's a safety. Put up the Cobra. It's now 26-3. Robert Cherry with the sack.
Do the Egyptian, so we used to call it. Back in my day. Wow. He obviously didn't see him coming. He throws the pump fake in there thinking he's got time. He needed to actually let fly. So, Charleston comes away with some points anyway for that visit to the red zone.
Free kick. And Charleston will start from their own 38 upon the return.
Ball will be placed around 38 yards.
Yeah, I think the mighty Joe Young may have jinxed them there as the previous play before the safety says that was close to being a safety. Whoops. DT93 Big Hawk. Yeah, you and I are on the same page, buddy. Pump fake in the end zone. That happened.
Here's to get the Swearingen, and Swearingen picks up 3.
That's going to work on the clock now at this point. Seems strange still in the third quarter, Colin, but why not?
Oh, well, Guy claims he didn't do such a thing in the chat. He says, I didn't do such a thing.
You're like that guy in the Dr. Pepper commercial. They're going to send you to jail.
Here's to get the Swearingen again. He's tackled at the 41 by Christopher Cologne.
There's no such thing as a jinx.
And yes, Logan Jack in the chat says, I only have 3 carries. And that'd be correct.
And two have been really great carries. I don't know why you don't have more.
Although he has 3 receptions for 21 yards.
True that.
Throw and knocked down,
Ooh.
but we have a flag. It was knocked down on the play by Tristan Atley, but all everything as there was a flag down.
Somebody did something.
Oh, we got a pass interference. Quinn Hendershot out in coverage. Got a little too rough with the receiver. And he'll move the ball out to the 48. And look at the numbers for Simons. He has 7 grabs on 7 targets for 140 plus yards. Johnson will go out to Simons. This is catch 8. He'll pick up 6 more. Be 2nd and 4, Rick.
2nd and 4, clock's moving. Carolina desperate to try and make something happen here on their defense.
Well, they tried there. Combo tackle on Swearingen by both Hendershot and one other red jersey defender down there. Sets up 3rd and 5.
Have we had any Charleston punts? Maybe one. I think the only way Carolina's gotten Diaz gotten off the field is that hasn't been a score. It's been an interception.
They got 2 of them. One from Siobhan Prasad, the other from Vasquez on the last drive. 3rd and 5. Here's to get the Swearingen, and he's going to
be short. Going to be short.
2 yards short of the sticks, and that'll be only the.
Yes.
I believe.
Yes.
Only the 2nd punt of the day for Charleston.
They'll be happy to give the ball back and play defense here.
Rush is on, nearly blocked. Avalis on the return fumble.
Oh, no.
Oh, it's one of the days the Predators fall on it at the Skyhawk 10. Oh, no.
When it rains, it pours, I guess. Yikes.
That's Jacob Clears.
Just kind of hit from behind, gets punched out.
Younger brother. Jacob Clear down there on special teams.
What do you know?
getting the ball. They have 1st and 10 at the Skyhawk 10. Oh, man.
It's a little sarcasm in the chat there. Is appreciated.
Tight end flex out of the eye. Swearingen up the middle, gained 2 yards out to the 9-yard line. You see the numbers there. Average yards per carry, not great, but Keith does have 2 rushing touchdowns.
What do we have for total yardage, if I ask?
End of the 3rd quarter, 26-3. Charleston in front, and they're looking to add more. You're watching the Simulation Football League presented by APM Music on Twitch. Get your 4s and 86s up in the chat. Everyone, I'm Colin Northrup, Rick Northrup on color, King Rashid, and Declan O'Rourke on stats as Swearingen will get knocked back to the 10.
And on his way out of bounds, throws himself to the ground to keep the clock rolling. Well, it's the little things that make a difference, right? I was going to ask before the end of the quarter, what do we look like for offense, total offense and so forth for Charleston? It's starting to, we can start talking about how they dominated this game, Colin.
Here's the throw. Out of bounds to Simons. He'll get touched out of bounds at the 5. It'll be 4th and goal. 389 total yards by Charleston. They had 161 in the 2nd quarter. Carolina only 129 total yards for the game.
Yes.
Brad Brechet on for 2nd. Field goal attempt. It's blocked to Carolina. Grabs it out in the air. Wow. There's something you don't see every day.
That's a break for the Skyhawks, and that might have started with the real high snap, which takes an extra moment to place. And it looked like the line was already a little leaky, and those 2 things might have combined to make the difference. Of course, we don't get a chance to see the replay.
Man, that's got to be top 10 play of the week for sure.
Nominee. Yes,
As Matt South is back to throw, and down he goes all the
man.
way back at the 9.
Ouch.
Oh my goodness, John Lawley, he's had 2 TFLs, and now he's got a sack.
Hey, that's a sack via just running into him and pushing him down. No wrap up, no technique, just get down. Get down, young man.
Here's South out of his own end zone, fires down the field, wide open is Heath McDaniel Jr. out to the 39 of Carolina.
Wow, that was a pretty play. Might be the best play I've seen out of Carolina this afternoon, Colin. It's a nice deep drop, confident read throw.
Just a little corner out there.
Yeah.
Josh Reese had to hang on for dear life like he was trying to tackle a steer in rodeo.
Jackrabbit himself all the way down to the end zone if he doesn't make that tackle.
Here's to get to Jack. Only his 4th carry, and it's only good for a yard.
He picks up 1 on the play. Number 42 with the tackle. Second and 8 from.
Well, Colin, with less than 9 minutes to go, down by 23, it's, as they would say, a long putt for Carolina, but their game, however, the steady diet of running plays probably isn't going to get it done. I'm going to avoid looking at the chat for a minute.
Hattori Hanzo gets 2 more yards. That's his 5th carry.
3rd and 7. Ball at the 42-yard line.
They have that nice deep post completion. They go running the line twice in a row, bringing up 3rd and 7.
There you go, gun straight. With 4 wide receivers. South back to throw. Steps up. Has to get rid of it before he gets sacked again. John Lawley with another quarterback hit. And Desmond Dawson for another punt.
Well, maybe a little self-inflicted wound there by Carolina with 2 running plays when they really need chunk yardage. And then hats off to Charleston. Make a great play on the 3rd and long.
Doss again. No pressure, gets it away. Return. Up to the 21 by Jay Taylor. Well, 7:56. How much longer do you think the starters are going to be in for Charleston?
I don't know. We'll keep an eye out, but maybe through this possession, we'll see.
Come out in shotgun. Swearingen sidecar to left. With the 3 wide double look. Throw over the middle. Simons with a beautiful catch just past the outstretched arms of the defender trying to knock it down. First down, Charleston.
And the Predators showing the Skyhawks how it's done. Needing yardage. Wow.
Hendershot almost swatted that one.
That was, if we had a downfield look at that, I mean, that had to be a very small window. Exactly. Drops of time, yeah.
28 of 35, 342 yards is Johnson. Swearingen, he's slowed down as of late. John Neville's second TFL for him, second and 12 as a result. They go 4 wide. Trips to the top. Simons all by himself to the bottom. Slant over the middle, caught. That is the 4th receiver, his 2nd grab. And that's good enough for a first down. As number 19 hauls that in. That's Raven Saboka.
You know, we're real happy with all the sponsors that help put this programming together, including APM Music. APM Music is unrivaled music, Colin, to bring your stories to life, inspiring every production with the world's most robust and constantly refreshed music collection, state-of-the-art technology, and world-class customer service. APM Music is the official soundtrack of the Simulation Football League. To explore their library and to find the perfect tracks for your projects, visit apmmusic.com.
Yeah, they put together some really good themes for the Simulation Football League over the years. This is a 2nd and 10.
Everybody in the backfield.
A swing out to Swearingen, has to take something up and spins out of a tackle and gets yardage out to the 45.
I don't know, Colin, you're more familiar with the playbook than I am, but I'm not sure I've seen it very often where they've got 3 in the backfield along with a quarterback and everybody goes out in the pattern. Nobody stays in for protection. Oh, that was pretty sweet.
Yeah, there were blockers out there, but he had to make things happen on his own. There's Bacaro on the reception. That's catch number 6 for 79 yards. Touchdown for Bacaro. David Ware among the Skyhawk defenders to bring him down. Combo tackle Tristan Hatley there as well. Skyhawks will drop to 2-7. Extending their losing streak to 5 games. Charleston will move about 500 at 4-5.
Yes, they will. Color me impressed. The Rick meter, by the way, is calling for a full-on Charleston win. Not really having to stick its neck out too far. Probably could have called that in the middle of the 3rd. No disrespect to Carolina, but Carolina's getting beat. not showing much on either offense or defense today, Colin, and I know that is upsetting to the Carolina faithful.
Up to the last scrimmage for no gain in Swearingen. This is a 3rd and 10 situation. We look.
Yes.
3rd down. Charleston is 9 of 14. Carolina, total game 2 of 8.
Wow. And how are you getting all that information, Colin?
Declan O'Rourke and King Rashid keeping track of all the facts and figures for us.
Thank you, guys.
Mark Lopez gets a team of statisticians together, creates these fancy sheets, and once these statisticians know how to operate it, you know, it's just not only a handy tool for the league in terms of getting stats in the event of a problem, but it's also handy for us broadcasters because we can reference it offhand. Keith Swearingen gets out to the 28 and
Exactly. Get with Lopez if you want to be on the stats team. Pretty sweet.
Lopez or Steven Hacker.
Hecka. And we got a field goal attempt. This is a 35-yarder from the right hash. Charleston looking to pad their lead. Another high snap.
2 of 3. And Bretschit's kick is no good.
Woo.
Off to the right.
In case of the yips, maybe a little PTSD from the previous attempt that was blocked.
It looked like he had plenty of leg, just not the accuracy.
Yep, just pushed it. Judge Smales, $50 says you slice. There's no gambling at Bushwood.
And I never slice. Shrink.
Bang, dang. You can owe me.
Here's South. Fires corner out and
What
it was
happened?
Arish Prasad, he just flat out dropped the ball. And
see if we get a look at that. I mean,
he's looking at his hands.
he had it.
I think he went full alligator. on
His
there.
hands let him down.
2nd and 10.
Oh.
35-yarder.
Man, oh man, it's just been one of those days.
Hard to get any kind of a rhythm going for Carolina today.
Pump, South over the middle, intercepted. This time Corey Meaner grabs it. No, that's Johnny Bravo. Whoa, mama.
And Charleston's going to get the ball on the plus side of the field.
Domingo
Ooh.
tipped it again,
Yeah.
and this time, unlike the last time where he tipped it and then he caught it himself, this time a teammate caught it.
Right. Sounds like Stamengo, get your big body out of my way. I can't complete these passes with you there all the time. Well, here we go. 3 in the backfield again. What'd you call that?
We got a full house backfield.
There we go. This time it's a handoff. Up the middle for a small loss.
Number 99, no gain on the play.
Second and 11. Clock is running.
2nd and 10 from 41.
Ball on the Skyhawk 41.
I was running. Modified eye, is that what we call that, Colin? Offset eye. There you go.
Offset eye.
Hands to the tailback. Look at that.
And
Oh!
hold the spin. There he goes.
Everybody's
Keith
chasing.
Swearingen going for the hat trick, and he does. Touchdown, Charleston.
Everybody's chasing him. They're not going to catch him. And the hat trick, you say?
Great block by Terrell Sutherland. A spin move into old by Swearingen on Vasquez, and that's all she wrote.
That's all she wrote. Oh, my.
3 touchdowns today. Just a fantastic performance. I know who the player of the game is going to be, no question. It's got to be number 32 for Charleston.
You think I'll be the broadcaster of the game? I think I would be. Why are you shaking your fist at me? Why?
Well,
Why are you mouthing? Be quiet to me. Don't shush me. Let's see the snap. We've had trouble with the long snapper here the last 2 times. Now that was in the
Whoa!
dirt.
Oh, and it's blocked. Oh, it's just about the only thing that's gone right for Carolina is it blocked a field goal, and now they blocked an extra point. The score remains 32-3. Oh man, penetration will disrupt anything, especially an extra point attempt. And if I'm Jacob Clear, the head coach, I am going immediately to Jack Brown and Johnny Bravo and be like, get me a different long snapper, please."
Right. Right. You know, and if you're Carolina Skyhawks, you mentioned it earlier a couple times, Colin, or alluded to it. Sometimes you have a game like this. Just, you know, let it go, right? Yep, lost that game. Let's just start focusing on next week. And forget about it, as they say. Sometimes you got to have that goalie mentality, right?
Yeah,
You give one up, you pick yourself up, dust yourself off, and just start playing the next one.
.216 to go. Matt South.
Pump fake.
Back
Come
to
on.
throw down the middle.
No, he shouldn't pump fake because bad
Catch
things
made by Harish Prasad.
Thank you.
And it looks like
Now they're going hurry up.
they will not get a. Yeah, they will get a playoff right before the 2-minute warning. Prasad again.
Nice.
Clock stopped for a minute 56, 32-3. Carolina trailing, but they have the ball. You're watching the Simulation Football League presented by APM Music on Twitch.
You heard me call for the pump fake, actually, because I thought he might. But typically, when he's been pump faking, bad things have happened. So just straightaway throws that thing down the field twice. Look at that. They're on the 30.
31 is actually
31.
with a market.
Fine.
South out to Avalos by the
get out of
sideline,
bounds.
unable to get out of bounds, but he gets to the 16.
You know what he got? He got greedy and cost him as the clock keeps moving.
Quick drop. Throw over the middle. Not the greatest play. Pick up 3 yards.
Getting a little live action hurry up practice in. Are the Skyhawks.
South. 6-up drop. Out cut. Falling down. Still in bounds is Avalos down to the 3.
I haven't noticed on D if they've got any second stringers in there, Colin, but Carolina fans are wondering where this has been all game.
Jack. Reception scores. Out of the backfield. Receiving touchdown. Skyhawks. Tack on a touchdown.
There you go. Logan Jack, right?
Out of Wolverine.
Yeah, was it like his 5th or 6th touch all game? Double spin move into the end zone. Very pretty. For the extra point to narrow this, cut the lead to 22 if this is successful. With just over a minute to go, 69 ticks. It is good. Making the score, Charleston Predators 32, Carolina Skyhawks 10. We have a little practice here for an onside kick, Colin.
Whistle Jones is part of the reason why you have a contracted kicker. In situations like this, gives you a better opportunity to get one of these. I accepted that. It goes right to the hands of the Predators. I believe that's Jay Taylor.
Kind of a big one-hopper, and the second line for Charleston grabs it.
First and 10 from 46 yards.
Clock stopped at 1:08.
Charleston assuming Carolina's going to use their timeouts. Don't line up to take a knee. Run the ball.
I think the backups are in for Charleston now. This is Doug DeBeves. And Warren King is in at quarterback. Kendis Johnson finishes 32 of 39, 374 yards, 1 touchdown, 2 interceptions.
Wow.
Keith Swearingen finishes on 15 yards.
3 touchdowns.
3 rushing touchdowns, also has 8 grabs for 25 yards.
And he's your suggested player of the game, am I correct? You're correct, sir.
It's Doug at Beavers. Jack Brown in the chat saying it's like Beavers. Thank you for the correction, sir. Beavers gets the handoff. Will get a yard. Clock stops at 58 seconds left is all. Timeouts are now extinguished. Only 24 yards on 9 carries for Carolina. And we're down early and often in this game, so it forced them to kind of abandon the run. But strangely, Torianzo, he got more carries than Logan Jack, which I would not figured. As Avalos calls the fair catch at the zone 12.
First and 10 from 13-yard line.
I hope you ain't expecting the ball. Single back. I see 3.
We have a first down from the 12 south over the middle. One-handed catch by Avalos.
From 21-yard line.
Third grab, he's now up to 32 yards. Clock running south. Almost intercepted. Almost intercepted on the play by Josh Reese. Jacob Clear knocked up in the air initially. 3rd and 2 from the 20-yard line, 36 seconds left. Carolina out of timeouts. Down by 22.
Well, they're going to see if they can put something together here in the waning seconds of the contest.
They have the ability to hit the big play. That's one of them. Down the middle, complete to Tony Zoma, the tight end. Now they line up to spike the ball. And they spike it with 21 seconds left.
"21 seconds. See what they can gin up." It's interesting, Colin, in the last couple of minutes of the contest, Carolina has shown some nice intermediate and deep playability. Again, I think there's been some defensive substitutions that may play a role in it, but Carolina's showing there they can do it.
There's Avalos. Gets out to the 49.
49er.
Clock stopped with 4 seconds left on the spike.
I'll get one more crack at it. Everybody go deep. Schoolyard play. If I'm right. Which I usually am.
You're not
Wait, what?
You're right on this instance. They line up in an El Mary.
I see what you did there.
4 seconds left. South has a big arm.
Oh!
A free rusher ducks out of it. Fires down the field. Oh, knocked down and time expired. Final score, Charleston 32, Carolina 10.
That avoiding of the sack might be a nice little play of the week there, too. Oh, look at this. 28 minutes of possession.
494 total yards, only 282 for Carolina. 5 turnovers, including a fumble by Sam Avalos. see the highlights scrolling across your screen. John Neville's had it sacked today. And did Johnson
379 yards. Wow.
That's out 20 of 38 for 260. Had that one touchdown, but unfortunately 4 interceptions. Gain Vasquez with the interception.
Which
And then
led to this.
Which led to this play. Robert Cherry with the sack and with the recorded safety. Rogan Jack only 4 carries all game. That's one of the nice plays on the field. Keith Gander Jr. 30-yard gain. This finishes with 2 grabs for 42 yards. Tony's almost 5 grabs, 59 yards. Leading receiver for Carolina.
In addition to 379 yards for Johnson Colony, there were a number of just pinpoint passes that he completed. Also part of the impressive resume from today's game, right?
Right, impressive indeed. Gates Swearingen finishes with 33 carries, 116 yards. And that was his hat-trick touchdown. He scored 3 on the day. That was the last one of his there. There were times where you thought Carolina was going to make something of this game, and they were moving the ball. They were doing plays like that, but
Yep.
so unfortunately for them, Predators were too much. Play the game is Keith Swearingen.
You called it.
32 carries, 114 yards, 3 touchdowns. Also had 24 receiving yards. So well over 120 plus total yards for Colin Northrup, Rick Northrup,
Yo.
Cameron Irvine, our executive producer, Declan O'Rourke, and King Rashid, our statisticians. I'm Colin Northrup. Enjoy the rest of your day, folks. Have fun.